because I don't want to make Kevin Killer Kaminski wait any longer. Good friend of ours, and he's a busy guy. Joining us today on video chat. Let's bring him in, Killer Kaminski. Killer, I want to say happy Monday. Where are you joining us from today, brother?
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
How are things in beautiful Bridge City today?
You know what? Actually, the weather has been absolutely phenomenal here, so it's been nice to get outside and take the dog for a walk and enjoy the weather.
Killer, of course, is the head coach and general manager of the La Ronge Ice Wolves. And I don't know if I ever said congratulations, by the way, on being coach of the year in your first season with the SJHL. I knew it was going to happen, by the way, so it wasn't a shock to me. Maybe it was to you. But Killer, on the state of the SJHL and hockey right now, how are you filling your time with this? I guess it's only delayed a couple weeks, October 9th, right? Like, what are you doing right now to get ready for the season?
Well, I'll get back to that, but first for the CFL, why it's a penny for your thoughts. Someone puts their 2 cents in somewhere. Someone's making a penny, and it ain't you.
That's right.
So I mean, it's a tough state of mind for not only sports but for everybody in the whole province or the whole world. But for the SJHL, I'm just waiting patiently. Our goal is to still tentative to start on the October 9th. And we just had camp for September 18th up in La Ronge. And we're just waiting for, again, the SJHL and Sask Health officials to give us a go-ahead to get things rolling for sure. A definite start time.
Are you confident it's going to happen, Keller?
I mean, I'm very optimistic, but again, I'm no Sask Health official person. But like I said, I think they've done a really good job in Saskatchewan. Obviously up in La Ronge hasn't had one case yet, which is truly amazing. I know the north was up in La Ronge was hit hard. I know the Hutterites were hit hard here last little bit, but I think everything's kind of under control. And if they're going to start schools, and we can start at 50% capacity with fan base, I think should be. I think it should. The timing's right to get things going and hopefully get things back to somewhat normal.
Okay, good. Well, I want to ask you a couple Stanley Cup playoff questions, and maybe if we come back on the SJHL, we will. And Darren, you jump in any time. But watching the Vegas-Vancouver series last night, Killer, look, what's going on between Antoine Roussel and Ryan Reeves is the greatest thing I've seen in a long time. And that's right down your alley. So why is Reeves in the Canucks' head so bad? Like, they lost 5-0, Killer, and all they're talking about in Vancouver today is Ryan Reeves. Like, talk about being focused on the wrong thing.
Well, you know what? And actually, I didn't get to watch the game, but I did hear bits and pieces of it. And you just said, you know what? Like I said, I think Ryan Reeves, obviously, probably is the toughest right now in the NHL. Like a big heavyweight, throws to hurt you. But I think Ryan Reeves is a very effective player that. Not only being physical, but he's got some. He skates well. He can make plays. He drives the net hard. He does all those little things that make him effective. And when you get in other teams' heads, he's doing something right. He's a role player, but he's being effective on the other side of that, getting into the Canucks' heads and focusing on him instead of the Canucks focusing on winning. And getting back to, I think the Canucks have played some very, very good hockey, obviously, to beat the Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues. So they got to get back to that in order to get back in the series. Otherwise, Ryan Reeves will probably win the series for Vegas.
That's the way it's going. And I apologize. I shouldn't have put you on the spot. The only reason I'm watching Vegas is they're my team. But Ryan Reeves, I guess that's why they pay him $2.5 million. He says it. I'm here to keep the flies off the honey. And just so you know, all early in the game, Roussel, did you watch it, Darren? He's poking at Leonard, snowing him, giving him a jab after the whistle, right? Trying to get in Leonard's head. And finally, Reeves just came in and said, Get out of here and just shut it down, Killer. Like that was Vancouver's thing, was I guess get inside Leonard's head. He shut him out, by the way, just so you know. So it didn't work. And by the way, are the Capitals your favorite team, Killer, in the NHL, or because you played for them, or do you have so many friends that you in the league that you cheer for everybody?
Well, you know what? I mean, I like to watch the game, the little nuances. You know what was great this summer was with everything going on. Barry Trotz got me on this Zoom call, and it was with Mike Babcock, Lou Lamoriello, Barry Trotz. There was just a whole bunch of NHL coaches, college coaches, some junior coaches, and just to Scotty Bowman. So just to hear them, their experience with Stanley Cups and the game of hockey, the where it was and the way where it's gone now, was absolutely fantastic. But growing up as a kid, I was an Islanders fan, and Trottier, Bossy, Nystrom, Gillies, Potvin, Billy Smith, the list goes on and on there in Long Island. And Joe Lozito, Joe, he'll be on that little plug. But yeah, I think, you know what? I think karma bit the Caps in the butt here, not getting Trotz signed, winning their only Stanley Cup. And Trotz was our coach when we won the Calder Cup in the American League with Portland Pirates with Washington's farm team at the time. So I'm pulling for Trotz and Lane Lambert and the Isles. So, but yeah, like I said, I like to watch all the different styles of coaches and what the players do. What they've been taught, the new nuances of the game today.
It is exciting, or as Huntsy calls him, Vain Lambert, because of his hair, because he's so good looking. JR in Cranbrook says somebody needs to cross-check Reeves in the head. That's a Canucks fan. I'll speak for all of Vegas in saying, yeah, please do go cross-check Reeves in the head. Take a 5-minute major, and the Canucks the Golden Knights will bury 4 in the power play. Like, that's the way this is supposed to work. This is playing right into the Golden Knights' hands. Hey, Keller, what do you think? Babcock to the Capitals? That's what I read this morning.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I haven't seen that, but I think Mike, is a very sought-off coach. Like I said, I got to work with him for 2 years after I retired in the American League, and I learned so much. Like, as a player, you know the game, you know how to anticipate, you know how to prepare as an individual. But now, as to prepare 25 guys to get them on the same page, and just his work ethic, his resiliency is unbelievable. And obviously, I think he's learned from, we all make mistakes. And, he was, like I said, with him on the call, he was always asking questions. He's still trying to get better, and that's what Mike does. So I think, I think he that'd be a great fit for the Caps to get Mike in there.
I shouldn't say it's happening. I'm just saying it's something that I read, right? Fake news. You know how those idiots in the media are. Kent Strachan writes out, hey, Rod, shout out to Kevin for all the fundraising he and his family has done for my hometown of Churchbridge over the years. That's Kent Strachan. Killer, I'm sure you know him. Nick McConnell says, don't worry, Caps fans. They have former Warrior and Lumsden great Jason Fitzsimmons scouting. He'd be a great guest on the show. I'd love to get Fitzy on the show. Clark, yeah, can you write that down? I got his number here, actually. I forgot about him. Boy, all kinds of stuff going on here. Rob Hunt, I think Gerard Gallant's better suited for the Capitals job. See what we do here, Keller? We talk sports every morning and have coffee. It's the greatest time ever. I'll leave you with this.
Great to see other people's opinions, man. Like, Gerard, I think another great addition too.
Yeah, no doubt. What would you be doing if you were a junior player right now in this situation? Because you're dealing with your guys right now. There's tons of athletes that are just, they don't know what's up. They're a little scared, to be honest with you. How would you be handling it right now if you were one of them?
Well, and I think that was one of my strong suits, was the mental toughness part of the game. Like I said, if I was up in the NHL, I got sent down. Obviously, I didn't do enough job to start him. And so, you can do one of two things. You can bitch and complain and moan and go pout, whatever, or you can go back down and light it up and work on and work to get better, and get back up to the NHL. And I think with these kids today, I'm not saying these kids today. I think with what's going on with the COVID thing, I think it just get yourself prepared mentally and physically. Be the best guy, not come in great shape, but be the best guy coming to camp in shape. And like I said, this is an opportunity for to work on your skills, to work on your skating, to work on your whole game, and also get in the gym. I mean, you know what? If you don't have a job, you should be in the gym day in and day out, morning, night, and have ice time in the afternoon or whatever it is. But here's an opportunity for players to really come into their own and use this time as an advantage before the season starts.
Perfect. I'm glad you said it. They needed to hear that. And he's got on his Killer hockey hat. Follow Keller Kaminski on Instagram and order it. He's got his own clothing line. Keller, thanks for this. Fingers crossed.
I thought you'd be wearing your shirt today.
I should have. I'll wear it tomorrow. How's that sound? If you guarantee you'll be watching, I'll wear it tomorrow.
I'll be watching.
All right, thanks, Keller. Kevin Kaminski joining us today from Saskatoon, the head coach and GM of the La Ronge Ice Wolves. And I'll say it again, Coach of the Year in the SJHL. Shared it with Braden Klamosko of the Stars. Both great coaches.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.